Hello, I'm Wolfgang Mabry. When I first came to Ventana about 16 years ago, an artist friend of mine mentioned that Barry Mccuan's gallery had closed. We decided to contact this renowned plein air master, and he invited us out to his studio to have a look at the works that were available and make a selection for the first showing at Ventana. Well, I went out there and I was just dumbstruck by the variety and the skill in his work. Beautiful plein air works, just filled with atmosphere and sun. Just gorgeous things. His subjects were Texas, New Mexico landscapes, and there were a few European scenes in there. Interesting story about Barry. Some time ago, he was up painting the St. Francis of Assisi Mission Church in Ranchos de Taos, a very famous church, the big buttresses there. And he noticed that there was a young woman setting up her easel in the 8,000-foot elevation sun there. So he thought, well, that's not going to be good for her eyes. So he invited her over to paint in the shade of a tree where he was painting. Well, that young lady was Lynn Windsor, an English artist, and they ended up falling in love, getting married. And that's how Barry discovered the joy of painting landscapes in England, Scotland, and France. They would make trips across the Atlantic ever since then. So part of what makes Barry so great is he's as a plein air master, he starts with an underpainting of his subject, and he always paints from life. He just goes right out there, sets up his easel, and if he's going to paint a large painting, he'll make a field study and then paint the large painting in the studio from that. But he lets little bits of his underpainting show through, and that really gives a richness and a complete realism to his work. I mean, it's painterly in the sense of having some loose strokes, but you know exactly where it is. You get the feeling, the atmosphere, the whole thing in Barry's work. So it's been a thrill to work with Barry. He's a real star, and we're just excited to have him here. So enjoy his art.